guys, welcome to the second episode of the Sealed Only Challenge, and I have an announcement that I'm going to be changing the budget of this challenge to £40 per fortnight, just because I am doing it a per fortnight basis. I thought if I do £40 instead, it means we can maybe power up our deck a little bit quicker over a fortnight rather than over a week. So with that in mind, we've got a pack of gold Dragon Shield sleeves for the extra deck, which was £4.55 I believe, and 2 cases of the gold Sark tins, which came to about £16 something each, I'm not too sure, but I'll have it on the screen how much everything came to and their individual prices. So I've got the gold tin specifically because of the Dragoon. I think that's going to be one of the strongest monsters we can perhaps make with this deck, and very easily with Verte Anaconda. So I'm going to bust these 2 tins open. Hopefully we'll get that. There's some other great cards in here, like Tenny Spirit Ahara, which is just a free special summon of an earth monster, which can work really well to get out the Nefarious. So yeah, some really good cards in here. So I'm going to open these up so we have all the packs, and we'll get right in. Okay, so we got our 6 mega packs here to open, so let's get straight into it, shall we? As I said, Dragoon would be quite nice to put into the deck, as well as some of the Earth Charms are in here, and Pot of Extravagance would be a really nice pull as well. So, a lot of good commons in here as well, but I don't believe there's going to be anything that we actually will need for our own deck. So we got Speed Lift, Unchained Soul Anguish, love the Unchained deck, and Shaman of the 10E. Might be able to get another Unchained core from this as well. So I'm going to lay it out with like Supers, Ultras, Secrets, and then just the rares on the bottom of there. So as you see, you get 2 Supers, 2 Ultras, 1 Secret, and 1 rare. I am going to go through the commons because they can be quite important, especially if we get that Tenny Spirit Ahara, as I said. Starlight Safer, not a bad one. Destined Rivals, Mystic Mine, that's really good actually for this deck, because we got the Metaverse, so we can just throw that out there, especially when we open very poorly as we do. Nahata could also be something to consider if we get the Awakened Possessed Ranryu, so that's something else to consider. Okay, pack number 3. Hey, we got the Adhara. We actually do need that for the Nefarious combo that I did mention earlier. I believe this is something you can special summon as well, so this actually might be very good. Yeah, that might be a good shout as well. Time Thief Rewinder, Pendulum Halt, Witcher's Strike. Not a bad trap card actually. Abomination's Prison. Here we go. We're slowly building up that second Unchained core. I think I might have actually pulled another one of those Dino Wrestler cards. I'm not going to pronounce its name, I just butcher it. Ah no, it's the other Dino Wrestler. But 3 more packs. If we can get that Dragoon, I'd be very, very happy. Or a Pot of Extravagance would be very nice as well as some more commons like the Adhara and Coalescent, I believe that's how you try to pronounce that. So let's see, we've got Speed Lift, Dark, I guess we got a rarity bump for Aruru, and a no material, and World Legacy Monstrosity. Ashuna's not too bad, especially if the Light and Dark Charmers see their day. Could be something interesting. Okay, last 2 packs, come on, we've got to get a Pot of Extravagance or Dragoon. So we got the Mermail, Nightmare Incarnation, Medusa, Evil Eye, Striker Dragon. Any good commons? Not really. Last pack, come on. Let's get an Extravagance at least. Okay, so we got a Valkyrie Irida, Firewall Exceeds, Storm Dragon's Return, Suzel, so I believe that the Extravagance was an Ultra, so we're not getting that. And the Secret Rare, it is a Link LP. Imagine that card gets banned now as well. So yeah, that was our polls for this week, or this episode. Not too great. Perhaps I can still make something with these. So I'm going to look over these cards again and pull out what we can use and put them into the deck.
Okay, so to save some time with me finding out cards everywhere, going through all the cards we've already seen, since I haven't really made many changes either to the deck, I thought I'd just showcase the deck this way. So as you can see, I've already bumped the Golem in our main deck and added the 2 Earth Extender monsters. As I said, these are really great cards, and you're going to see why later on, especially with a Dino Wrestler. There is a cool combo that I found out. It is a 3-card combo, but it kind of outs Dragoon anyway, I believe. So what you're going to do is you're going to need one, obviously the Dino Wrestler, any spellcaster monster, and preferably the Nefarious Archfiend, Eater of Nefariousness. What you do is you special summon the Dino Wrestler first, then you normal summon whatever spellcaster you got, special summon the Nefarious Archfiend, then you summon the Awakened of the Possessed Archfiend using the Nefarious Archfiend and a spellcaster. You can bring back whatever you want with the Awakened monster. Then you can use both the Awakened monster and Dino Wrestler
Sela Salat.
Yeah, to actually make the Cyber's Quantum Dragon, because this is a very generic level 7. I'm not too sure why more people are playing this combo in more Charmer decks. I mean, it is a 3-card combo, but you can get any sort of generic level 7 Synchro on the field, so I thought that was really good. Something else I missed during my actual opening was we actually did pull one Barricade Board blocker. And this card is super good because we needed any generic like Link 2 monster, so we can send the Awakened Possessed Nefariousness to get its search off for probably the teamwork that we would usually add. Sometimes we may want to add Unpossessed or the Spirit Charmers or Awakening of the Possessed. So that was the main deck. Obviously I've added a no material in place of Effect Veiler. I don't feel an Effect Veiler is a very good card at the moment. Obviously I mentioned the extra deck. I've also taken out a Book of Eclipse for Raigeki just because I want to be more of a going first deck rather than going second. Oh yeah, I also added Jelly Cannon just for lols. It'd be really cool if we can at least pull this off. With that, let's get into some duels. I'm only going to showcase some highlights from the games. I don't want to make this video too long. So, let's get straight into it again, shall we? Okay, so our first match is against Samorgs. Unfortunately, I lost this one with 1 win and 2 losses. With these duel videos, I'm just going to showcase some interesting bits. I'm not going to talk too much, but this is literally the best hand I had against Samorg and the best end board. Kind of sad to think about that, really. So I was kind of just waiting for a really good time just to pop off with the trap card, pop in the Tri-Brigade so it wouldn't get its effect off because I didn't know he had the Monster Reborn, so I had to use another Effect Veiler on that as well. This is a really cool play. So obviously he targets with Underclock. I summon the Aruru to banish the targeted or whatever Underclock is pointing to, and that got bounced. Because then Underclock wasn't pointing to anything, it fizzles out. Match 2 here, we're up against a Romage. We actually did win this match, 2-1. It was a very long, grindy game, but it was a lot of fun still. So standard Barricade Board blocker and the trap set for some interruption. I believe this was actually game 2 against the Aromage deck. He is able to beat over my Barricade Board Borg blocker, that's the one. But on my turn then, I do pop the trap to pop his own trap so he doesn't get any more resources in hand. yeah, this special summonable monster from his hand is quite the problem, just because I don't have anything in the main deck to beat over this. So what I'm trying to do is get rid of all copies with the Fairy Tale Snow. And because I do have spellcaster monsters, and he's not able to activate any spells. That's why Secret Village is a super good card. So what I should have done here is actually discard the Winder, because that would have given me another attribute with the continuous spell, meaning I could have just beaten over the monster that he does have. Luckily I do have another attribute in my hand anyway, so I can summon that and all my monsters will be stronger than his monster currently. And I'm able just to get another attribute because I can. And I just go straight for the face. Oh, I thought that was almost game for some reason. It's a good thing I didn't get rid of the Secret Village, because that was just a really strong field spell, stopping him from using any of his own field spells. This is game 3 here, another long one. While I'm not talking about the duel, I like to ask you guys to like this video and consider subscribing if you want to see where I take this Spirit Charmer deck. It's a lot of fun at the moment, but it can definitely do with a power up. As I said, I'm hoping to get Red Ice Dark Dragoon, so I'm going to be opening another gold Sark tin next week. Once I do get the Dragoon, I'll probably go for the Legendary Collection 2, I think it is. The one with the Joey and Dark Magician and Blue Eyes decks, just to get the Dark Magician, Red Eyes and Red Eyes Fusion, so I can make Dragoon. Then I'll probably be going for the Verte, just to make the Dragoon a lot easier. But I'm super happy with how this deck is already progressing. So this is weird, I don't know why he used a Crystron Halki Fabrax. I'm kind of glad that he did use it there, just because I can just Raigeki the entire board there. And nice open board for me to punch face. A Romage does like to be ahead on life points, so being in a position where I have more life points is a lot better. As you can see, I added the continuous spell from the Nefarious, just because I don't have any spellcaster to special summon with the trap. So having this continuous spell is a lot better. It does bump up my monsters, and this is a really cool play. So I use the Nefarious on the end of my opponent's turn, send in the Inari to special summon the Nefarious back. Then on my standby phase I can bring back the Inari. So I just have even more monsters with different attributes to pump up. And slight misplay there, I attack with my biggest monster first. You never want to attack with the biggest monster, because he's able to special summon that monster from the hand, and nothing can beat over that, unfortunately, even being pumped up. I'm not too sure why he attacked my Earth Charmer. It probably would have been better for him to attack either the Fire Monster or the Barricade Wall blocker. I do activate the field spell, and this is absolutely massive later on, and you'll see why. So activate the continuous spell, normal summon the spellcaster, and draw a free Atara, which pretty much does nothing at the moment. So as you can see, the field spell negates his monster in the hand, so he doesn't get a body on the field, and I'm able just to clear the game and win the match. So the final match here is against Droitron. We lost 2-0, understandably. This is like the strongest meta deck at the moment. I only wanted to showcase this duel just because I wanted to show how strong D-Barrier actually is of a card. It's something I'm starting to main a lot more in my other decks, especially Unchained. It's a really good card. Really helped me during the Yu-Gi-Oh! Extravaganza Day events where I played against heroes and I used it to stop them fusion summoning, and against Phantom Knights when I stopped them going into Xyz monsters. So D-Barrier, stupidly good card. I definitely get your copies if you can. But as I said, unfortunately, I do lose this. If you're still watching, thanks again for watching. I will put up a little record sheet, how I did in this episode, and how I'm going to be doing overall through the entire series. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave this video a like, and comment on your thoughts on what we should actually do with the deck. Should we go for a control-based deck with a lot of traps, or maybe build a Dogmatica engine? It'd be kind of difficult because the boxes are so expensive of that, but perhaps I can make something work. But thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Nobody knows if it's gonna work overseas, but you wait until I try. I get the flag and fly it. When you see my new album, buy it. Producer, MC, LP, I supply it. Think of a vibe, then multiply it. By 10 times, I cause a riot. How do you do that? That's amazing. It's real grind music that you're craving. Exit the week and bring the brave in. Start creating.